Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mason Middle School as we get underway for a big GMC matchup between the Mason Comets and the Lakota West Firebirds. Lakota winning the first game of the set between the Comets and the Firebirds. I'm Trevor Rose here with my broadcast partner, Jacob Cameraman. Apologies for no visuals today. Due to weather, we decided camera would not be the best option, so we go full audio only. And Jacob, Andrew Visconti on the mound on the season. He's 3-0. He has a 2.47 ERA, 6 hits allowed, and 4 earned runs. 14 strikeouts, but the big concern, 15 walks on the season.
Yeah, Trevor, that's a big problem coming into today's game, especially with the weather. All the rain might affect the play just a little bit, but you never know.
The rain definitely going to be a factor today, as is a typhoon out here at Mason Middle School. And we will go ahead and start the game. Braden Johnson leading it off for the Lakota West Firebirds. He is second in the GMC with batting average, batting .476. He also is tied third with 12 RBIs and has 20 hits, which is the first in the GMC this season.
Oh my, it's going to be a tense matchup at the plate here. We start off with a strike.
Swing and a miss. Visconti pumps it right by him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Got it right on the inside corner, strike 2. 0-2 count now to Johnson. Here's the pitch from Visconti. The pitch chopped on the ground, third base. Davies charges hard, throws to first, offline, and that one will skip, and it will go and be backed up by Hutch Crociata, saving the error by Davies. A great charge in, but offline throw.
Yes, great effort. I think that's what the Comets work best, is the effort no matter what. I think the weather today is going to be a real key factor in how well this game turns out for them.
Yeah, absolutely. As Landon Holt will step in to bat. Left-on-left matchup for number 21, Landon Holt, batting .317 on the year, has 12 RBIs and 13 total hits. Pitch from Visconti. Hit outside corner, dotted it with a strike. Visconti pumping strikes so far, has not missed the zone.
No, he has not, and that's exactly what you want to see. He's signaling away any bad calls he thinks he's not ready for, especially in this kind of weather, and he's just giving it what he can.
Pickoff attempt, and he gets him rung at first. Andrew Visconti gets him rung up at first, and that will be the first out of the game.
There we go.
Great job by Visconti to kind of be deceptional about it. That's the best thing about left-handed pitchers, is that they can pick that leg up and they can go right to first if they want. Now one down with an 0-1 count to Holt. Here's the pitch. Up high on the breaking ball. Make it even, 1-1.
Haven't seen much of Visconti this year, but from what I was able to look at and what I'm seeing right now, I have pretty good trust in this team.
Swing, foul tip. That will be a strike. 1-2 count on Holt. Umpire will go back and make sure the booth knows that is 1-2 count. Visconti. Here's the windup. And the pitch. Up inside, breaking ball that did not break enough, but was unable, did not hit young Holt, so it will be a 2-2 count. Wind up in the pitch from Visconti. Downstairs, a little too low, full count.
Visconti, he's just having to adjust in such awkward weather in this time of year. It's not looking the greatest for him right now. There we go.
That one shot to Cox. The throw on line, and that will be an out. Be a 6-3 put out from Chase Cox, and now 2 down. Stepping up to the plate, Adrian Smith, the pitcher for today's action, batting in the 3-hole.
No, but Trevor, like I said, out of these 2 outs I've seen from this Mason Comets team, there's definitely a ton of hustle, and I love seeing that, especially in rain.
That one just misses the upper half corner. Be a 1-0 count to Adrian Smith. Just outside. That pitch looked beautiful from Visconti, but just barely misses. Be a 2-0 count. Adrian Smith batting 279 on the season. He has 12 hits, 3 of them being doubles, and 7 RBIs as the 2-0 pitch is outside for ball 3, 3-0 count. And this is what Visconti has done a couple times this season, is just walk batters. He has 15 walks on the year compared to 14 punch-outs.
And it looks like there's a call over the first. Oh, just exchange balls.
Just exchange the balls. That's going to happen a lot here tonight just because of how wet the weather is out here. It is very wet here at Mason Middle School and at the Mason High School complex. Here's the 3-0 from Visconti, and that will be upstairs. 2-out walk from Adrian Smith, which will bring up Noah Bramble, who is one of the hotter hitters in this Firebirds lineup. Bramble batting .375, which is tied 12th in the GMC. Has 11 RBIs and 15 total hits. That one down low, 1-0 count.
And Visconti has to watch how he picks off at first base. It's easier for him, but still grabbing the baseball and being able to make an accurate throw in this kind of weather is not ideal right now.
Upstairs on the 1-0 pitch, it will be 2-0 for Andrew Visconti on Noah Bramble. Shaking off Darce.
He's looking for that perfect pitch.
Pickoff attempt, and he gets back safely on the pickoff. 2-0, still 2 down in the top half of the first inning. Outside, 3-0 count. Visconti fearing to walk another man.
But he's not going to give up, though. That's what I've seen so far. He's a great guy to put out there and not worry too much about.
And ball 4. It'll be another 4-pitch walk, and Visconti is struggling to find the zone here in the top of the first with 2 down. Coming in is number 18, LJ Green, multi-sport athlete, also a basketball player, and it's one of those basketball players that played really well for the Lakota West Firebirds. Left-on-left matchup. Yeah, 2 runners on, second and first.
I knew coming in this game today would be an exciting one, you know. I knew the rain would make it just as exciting as just the 2 teams alone. If this was sunny, perfect weather, it'd be an extravagant game.
The pitch from Visconti, just outside, 1-0 count.
It's awfully close, some would say.
Comet dugout did not like the call, but they'll have to deal with it. A 1-0 pitch from Visconti right down Broadway, and he'll get a strike. Finds his first strike after 9 straight balls. 1-1 count. 2 down in the top of the first.
That's exactly what he needed. He might start something now. He needed a call to go his way.
And he spikes the fastball in the dirt. 2-0 count.
And another ball exchange. This is going to be a rotational thing. It's a very common thing, especially in this game.
Baseball, one of those games that weather can actually very, very much impact the game. Surprised this game's even going on with how much rain is falling right now at Mason. The pitch inside almost hit the batter, but will not hit him. He gets out of the way.
No, Trevor, I agree with you, Trevor. It's especially when rain like this, the ball gets super soggy and weird to hold on to, and
that one dotted right on the inside half. It will be a full count with 2 down. Saw this a lot in the Prasco game, a lot of full counts and 2 outs and favors for the Comets. That one chopped to Cox Davies will pick it up. The throw to first is in time, and he'll get the runner out. That will be the end of the first inning. At top of the first, we'll go ahead and head to the home half of the first inning, and the Comets will be up to bat. We will send it here to a quick break. We will be back here on Mason Sports Radio. Leading off here in the bottom of the first inning is Cade Landier. Cade Landier has been on fire to start the season on the young year. Batting .393, 10th in the GMC on base. His on-base percentage, .614, which is first in the GMC by a wide margin. As we get set for the left-on-right matchup, Adrian Smith, as the first pitch is inside, almost hits Landier. Definitely lost grip on that one, 1-0 count.
Oh yeah, I mean, watching this guy all year, he's definitely shown great hustle, even on short ground balls. He's shown great hustle.
As that one will be brought in for a strike. 1-1 count to Cade Landier. On the mound, Adrian Smith has a 2.33 ERA as the pitch outside corner barely misses. 2-1 count.
And just a great eye, too. I mean, I respect any batter that goes in this box. So it's just to brave the fastball or curve coming right at you, hitting with the rain.
Strike 2, down right in the zone. Be 2-2 count. Smith, the pitch. That one is roped to second base. He makes the sliding grab over to first, gets the out. Great put out by the second baseman, Keegan Campbell, over to the first baseman, LJ Green.
That was a very solid hit. I heard that from, I could have heard that from miles away. He hit that on a sweet side of the barrel, just a really bad place to put it.
Sam Davies, he'll head to batting .375, tied 13th in the GMC on the year. Has 10 RBIs and is also on base very, very well.
And as we've seen from the Mason Comets last year and going on in this year, this is they're a pretty contact team. They
Check swing went around for a strike. It'll be 0-1 with one down in the bottom half of the first. Pitch from Smith. Dots the outside half. Kind of close call. Not quite sure if it would have been the best one.
You can get away with anything in this weather, Trevor.
That one, same spot, same location, but called a ball.
Wow. And there is a lot of booing coming from the Mason side's dugout, which is 100% agreeable.
1-2 pitch spiked in the dirt. It'll be 2-2 on Davies. Batting lineup tonight will go Cade Landier, Sam Davies, J.J. Darce, Liam Sanders in the cleanup spot, Chase Cox, Grant O'Connor, Brant Fisher, Drew Johnson. Hutch Cruciata batting between Grant O'Connor and Chase Cox. 2-2 pitch. Here's the windup from Smith and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Blew a fastball by him for strike three.
Wow, I mean, I blinked and I missed that, man. Heard the pop of the glove there, and it kind of awoke me. So now I'm back in this game even better.
J.J. Darce, the catcher, up to bat. Struggled to start the year and has come on as of late. On base, .511. His on base percentage, .511, and now batting just over 250. 258 batting average. He's been getting walked a lot this season. He also has a home run on the year, as he is ahead in a hitter's count, 2-0, 2 down.
I think even JJ, just when he's behind the plate, his framing work is absolutely phenomenal. Just knows exactly where to put the glove.
Pitch by Smith is right there and right by the batter of Darce. Be a 2-1 count. And the pitch upstairs, 3-1. Right here, do you give JJ a green light?
I would definitely give JJ a green light in this kind of situation.
Pitch.
That's exactly what they give him.
Down low on the fastball, and that will be a 2-out walk. Both teams surrendering 2-out walks. The cleanup hitter, first baseman Liam Sanders. Liam Sanders doing extremely well on the year. Has the third highest on base percentage on the team with a .438 on base percentage.
Yeah, Liam Sanders is one of those big guys that if you get in his zone, man, that ball might be out of here.
Sanders batting .229 on the year, has 2 doubles on 8 hits, scored 10 times. That one outside, 2-0 count to Sanders after the walk from Darst. Pitch. That one is cranked into deep center, but that one underneath it by the center fielder and caught for the final out of the inning. Parker Isaac catches that one to end the inning. We'll go ahead and head to the top of the second inning here on Mesa Sports Radio. We are back here for the top of the second inning. As leading off will be the second baseman, Keegan Campbell, and Visconti. 23 pitches thrown in the first inning. Had 2 walks, but stranded both runners with an LJ Green ground out from Davies over to Sanders. Pitch from Visconti. Inside, ball 1.
Looking at the Comets team, they don't even look phased that there's any rain out there. Just had a great day today, looking to play some ball.
That one fouled straight back. I flinched a little bit on that one. That one came right back towards us. Luckily, there's a screen there to protect us.
That's why they invented nets, Trevor.
Yeah, I appreciate that one. As now we are 1-1 count. Downstairs, 2-1.
Both these teams, like I said, are taking this weather incredibly well, which I am very surprised. It is soaked up there on the mound. Every single ball that touches the ground or just leaves his hand for a minute is getting absolutely soaked.
Here's the pitch from Visconti. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him. 2-2 count. Two on Campbell, and the pitch from Visconti. Downstairs, full count. Visconti gets the sign and the pitch away. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Kind of a change-up thrown, and he gets him out. Swing and a miss. And the first one will be sat down on strikeouts.
Visconti just absolutely, even though threw 3 straight balls in a row, came back and was able to finish that out off, and that's exactly what you need of a pitcher. You just need someone to finish the job off for you really well. That's exactly what he did there.
The pitch will come right at us as he lost grip on that one. One didn't even look like he had any grip on the fastball.
It's going to happen a lot more at times this game. We are only in the top of the second, so we do have a while to go, but that'll happen a lot more. This rain doesn't look like it's going to calm down, so there's going to be some wild pitches that we just might not expect.
1-0 count to Zimmerman, as that one way upstairs. He does not have any control on that fastball, does not have any grip on that fastball right now, and it's looking real dangerous. The 2-0 count. Downstairs, fastball. 3-0 count now for Visconti, and danger of walking yet again another man today's action. Fastball right down Broadway, and it will be 3-1. Hopefully he can come back here and get the strikeout.
Man, he needs it. He needs to get something going for him. These last 2 innings have been a...
That one, a pop-up to right field. Hutch Crociata underneath it, and he'll put him away. 2 down now after the pop-up and out from Tyler Zimmerman. Jacob Snow will step up to the plate.
I think he's nervous up there, especially with all this rain. He's got all the responsibility, but he's got amazing infielders right behind him. He's got amazing outfielders right behind him. So I think if he just puts it down the pipe, and even if it's struck, he's got good people to back him up.
That one in there for a strike. Snow 1 for 2 on the year, batting .500. One inside. Now 1-1 count, as the first one was dotted for a first pitch strike. As now it's 2-1 on Snow. And like you said, Visconti, just get the ball and play. You see that a lot from a lot of MLB pitchers too. Just ground ball pitchers. Just get the ball and play. Rely on your defense. That one down the pipe. 2 count.
That's all you can do sometimes. And like you said, MLB pitchers are even worried about it. But at that point in your life, you just got to get up there and throw. You don't even have to worry about it.
That one swung on and fouled onto the top of the middle school right next to us. That is a frequent fly zone for some baseballs.
And if we look over there now, we can see all the holes and the dents in the wall that have been there for years and years because of these foul balls here. But those are just great memories and great things to have part of this amazing Mason's Comets team.
Pitch from Visconti. Inside, strike 3, rung him up on strikes. And we'll sit him down. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the second. We'll be back here on Mason Sports Radio for the bottom. Nice.
And we are back to this amazing Mason Comets game. Trevor Rose with me, being an absolute bud of mine.
We'll go ahead and start the bottom of the second inning. Be the shortstop, Chase Cox. He'll step up and face Smith. Smith sat down. Faced 4 batters in the first inning and struck out 1 and walked Darce. And then Sanders ended the inning with a fly ball to center field as the first pitch will be a strike to Cox. Inside, ball 1. Chase Cox, one of the players with a home run for the Comets. That came in the Princeton game. And we remember very vividly me and Daniel Panetti on the call for that one, as that one will dot outside half on the slider. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one chopped over to LJ Green. Covering is Adrian Smith at first base, and that will be the first out of the inning. A 3-1 putout.
Hitting right fielder, number 1.
And these pitchers, they're giving it their all, and we saw from Biscotti at the end of the previous inning, he was absolutely livid when he got that third strike for the final out. So he was pushing through, and that's exactly what both teams need right now. It looks like both pitchers are able to push through this not amazing weather and get through the game.
Hutch Cruciata will step up for his first at-bat of the year. Strike 1 called on him. Cruciata battled injury through the first half of the season, has come back and has really put it on. Batting .222, getting on base .250. Has 4 hits on 18 plate appearances, 4 RBIs, and a stolen base.
There's a lot of guys in that Mason dugout right now coming back from injury. I know one is coming back from Tommy John surgery, and he's doing better than he's ever done.
That one is swung on, and that one goes over the fence, and Hutch Cruciata on the 1-1 pitch takes it yard, absolutely turns on it, and goes the distance over the 330 sign in right field. Goodbye.
absolutely livid. The team is pumped right now to take that big of a lead. That to me, Trevor, looked like a pop-up. I thought that was caught, but then it just kept going and going and going. And now we got some altercation with the West ref coach and It's like something's going to happen over here.
It's the umpires conversing. Having a word with the Mason dugout.
Sounds like some inappropriate language going on in the dugout, but you know that's what happens sometimes. These are kids, man, and they were pumped in that moment, so I don't blame them at all.
Grant O'Connor steps up with the Comets having a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the second inning. The pitch right down the middle on the hanging slider. That one could have been blasted.
Absolutely. He knew he saw that, and he just didn't. He took a rip at that one, went straight into left field for going two. And he's out. They're calling him out. Wow, that is an awfully close call. They're calling him out there, but I'm going to say he pretty sure got a hand on there before he was tagged.
Coach Bly going to go argue that one. I'm pretty sure he did get the hand in. He did a swim move and definitely got that hand in, but did not get both hands on the plate. And O'Connor not very happy, and the umpire explaining that one to Bly. Potential hustle double there for O'Connor, erased off the board. It will be a base hit and an out on the advance to second. Hanging up now will be Brant Fisher.
Absolutely love the hustle out of that play, but I mean, I guess these umps aren't changing their mind. Pretty close call, I'd say, but I don't know.
Definitely, if they had a replay system, that one definitely would have been replayed.
That definitely would have been played. That crazy kind of action right there.
Swing and a miss. Fastball upstairs gets him 1-2 count with 2 down. Time called for Fisher. He'll step back in. The pitch. Strike 3, rung him up on the fastball, and that one will end the inning. That'll be at the end of the second inning, and we'll head to the top of the third here on Mason Sports Radio.
Third inning for Lakota West.
We are here in the top of the third inning. Visconti working on the mound. Up to bat will be the 9-hole hitter, Parker Isaac, playing center field today. Visconti's first pitch. Check swing, and yes, he did go. That would be a strike. 0-1 count.
Another one of those close calls, but those are going to have to be ideal. And Trevor, if we look outside, it looks like this rain is slowing down a little bit.
It is indeed, as the second pitch just a little bit high.
This game early on might turn into a great game. There's just much of a drizzle, some would say.
That one chopped foul, a little late on it. It's already on the fastball.
And he's definitely adjusting to this. I see a lot of difference in how he's able to move in this not so wet time now. So he's adjusting well, and I know things are going to be great for him.
Downstairs, bounced fastball. Be 2-2 count.
It's going to take some time to adjust, but he definitely will. We've seen it before. We've seen it throughout the year. We've seen it from Jay Canley. Absolutely great guy.
The pitch from Visconti. Downstairs, full count. Full count pitch to Parker Isaac. The pitch chopped up in the air, foul ball. That one will head all the way to the parking lot right behind us and slowly trickling its way in onto Mason Montgomery Road, which butts right up next to.
He's definitely staying in this, but I do think, like I said earlier, he is just a little scared and doesn't know what to really do.
Pitch outside. Will bounce all the way around, and Darce unable to get to it before a potential take it to second base for Isaac.
I think we have gone through 8 balls already, and it's only the top of the third. These conditions are just,
I feel like
we're just so bad. And now there's altercation with looks to be just another ball change.
and definitely more ball exchanges for the Comets. And this is how the game's going to go for the rest of the night. It's going to be very muddy in the outfield, especially if a ball drops in the outfield, because the Comets' infield is all turf, but the outfield goes back to grass.
No, Trevor, I think it's all turf.
It is all turf?
It is all turf, buddy.
Pickoff attempts.
They're going to
award him second base, as apparently it was said that Liam Sanders, he pushed his hand off the bag with his foot, so they'll call interference on Sanders. As we have a player down, and I don't know, Bly likes that call.
No, I mean, this is, like I said, we're in the top of the third, and there's already been some crazy questionable calls, and especially there, I think Liam Sanders was just trying to make a first base kind of play. And looks like ref called it, and Coach Bly are going to come and talk about it. But not being at all biased, that looked just like any average first base kind of play right there.
Definitely was. My time in baseball, I played first base, and we would do stuff like that all the time with how we kind of had our hand and able to swipe it and tag it. But that one just, I guess his foot was a little bit too in there, and he was awarded second base for it. Maybe.
Looks
Yep,
like
they will go ahead and send out a pinch runner.
Entering to run at second base for the 22, Gavin Halstead.
That's just
Inside will be Galvin Halstead. He'll step in and take the place of Parker Isaac. It looks like a hand was the injury that happened on that one.
yeah, he was holding his hand coming off the field. Didn't look well. He was trying to move his wrist. So prayers go out to him. But a very questionable and close kind of call right there. That that could change his whole game around very fast.
Halstead will go also step in and take over the center field duties for the rest of the game tonight here in the top of the third inning, and Visconti working 47 pitches in with no down in the first in the inning. And back to the top of the lineup will be Braden Johnson. The pitch, that one pops straight back into the screen. 0-1 count, and we'll set it up again.
And he knows there's a great team behind him and in front of him. So just has to really rely on what JJ is able to tell him and execute it.
Throw down, skips into center field, but Cade Landier there to back him up. The ball popped out of Darth's glove, then right into the turf, and the runner hesitant on whether he was going to go, stayed at short. Throw down offline a little bit for Cox. Be 1-1.
If there's anything I gathered from just watching the Mason Commons this year and last year, it's definitely the scoops, the little bunnies they have to work on. Those are most efficient at first base, but definitely very important anywhere else in the field. And I'm calls time.
There'll be a time called by Braden Johnson. The rain does die down. Hopefully we get some more control back from Visconti. As the pitch will be just outside on the fastball, 2-1.
So showing to be a promising game. Mason is up 1, and we're in the bottom of the second. They got that home run. Absolutely.
One inside on Johnson, does not clip him though. Be a 3-1 count. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, and he'll walk the batter. That's his fourth walk, in the game. And now 2 runners on for Visconti.
I think there needs to be a mound visit or some sort of talk with Visconti. I'm looking at him right now. He doesn't look the happiest, and definitely does not look like the most confident person right now.
But this is one thing that I've seen kind of watching Andrew Visconti in the past couple of years is he's clutch. He'll come and have a bunch of walks, but he'll shut him down. That's why he's only allowed 4 runs on the season with 15 walks.
That is.
As the pitch squares the bunt, finally off the mound, throw over to first, in time, gets him out at first, but the runners will move over. Tying run 90 feet away, the go-ahead run at second base now for the pitcher, Smith. He'll step up. Last time up for Smith.
Once again, another play that was awfully close, but Visconti was there, just able to scoop it up and make that wonderful throw over the first, just to get that solid, easy out that they've been needing to maybe start something to get going, or just help him out.
And just outside, first pitch to Adrian Smith, who walked his first time up. Part of the 2-out walk parade, kind of, in the first inning. As that one's popped to deep left field. Grant O'Connor underneath it. He'll come up firing. He has a great arm. The throw in, cut off by Sam Davies, and the run will score. A sac fly RBI for Adrian Smith. And he will get his run back that he gave up last half inning.
And there's that pitch runner who came in for the kid at first. It's absolutely, like I said, it could turn a game around faster than you can blink. So it's everything right now matters, and especially when it's drying up from all this wet weather, it's gonna be one heck of a game.
Noah Bramble. He'll step up. He has 11 RBIs on the season. Holt got his 13th RBI on the season with that sac fly RBI. Sorry, Adrian Smith Got the RBI foul tip. Should be a foul ball, and the runner should move back. Nope, it is not. It will be counted as a stolen base for Holt. I'm sorry, not Holt. Braden Johnson.
Trevor, I'm looking at Biscotti. He just looks tired right now, and I would be too. I've been on the mound before. I've been there. I've been through it all. Just looking absolutely tired and could use something to get his team going.
One, I guess a little too high. That was Johnson's 7th steal on the year. Now we're 2-1 with 2 down. Pitch from Visconti. Sorry, it will be 3-1. That one popped foul. Full count, 2 down. Runner 90 feet away, and that was the go-ahead runner.
Both the teams, foul or fair, making great contact. So I think that's all you need in a game sometimes. Just two teams, great contact, great defense, obviously shown.
Sorry, that one will make it full count. Don't know how full count was shown on the board, but indeed was not. The pitch from Visconti, that one fouled right back and away. Caught off the ricochet by L.J. Green on the on-deck circle.
It is practically dry out here now. Just like I said, a little bit of rain, but nothing too bad than it was in the first inning. And it is starting to become a game. It's starting to become something that's actually worth watching.
Pitch outside, ball 4, and that will be another walk surrendered by Visconti, his 5th of the game. Season total 20. As the mound visit will come and Bly strolls out to talk to his starting pitcher.
I definitely think this was needed, especially great call by catcher JJ or Bly. Definitely a great call, definitely a needed talk. And, sometimes all you need is a little resituating, especially in this kind of weather. It's you just got to get a little words of encouragement. If your catcher doesn't do it for you, you have your team there, like I said, to back you up. Your infield's there, your outfield's there, and they're all here for you. So I think he's too worried about where he's placing the ball, and he's spiking it, and he's tossing it over people's heads.
Much needed talk, I think, for Visconti. What was the biggest words of encouragement that Bly could have probably said right there?
Yeah, Biscotti is a great man, great young guy. Definitely going places further after high school. Just during that looked a little down, but Coach Bly and all of the Mason Commons team is here to help him out.
Looks like it works because first pitch dotted on the outside half to L.J. Green, and it's 0-1. Runners on the corners, 2 down. Green last time up hit one right at Davies. So that one outside half, strike 2. 0-2 now with 2 down.
Man, you love to see it. Little turnaround, which would be astonishing for the Mason Comets right now.
The pitch. Strike 3! Rings him up on the fastball in the outer half, and that one will be how the top of the 3rd ends. Firebirds get the run back. We will send it to a quick break here on Mason Sports Radio. We're back here for the
Third inning for the Comets.
bottom of the third inning.
Second baseman, number
Leading off
2,
will be
Drew Johnson.
the second baseman, number 2, Drew Johnson, rocking the Cat X bat as he steps out for his first at-bat of today. The Comets' only run came on a Hutch Crociata home run, and then right afterwards, a Grant O'Connor smoked base hit that he eventually got called out at second on the advance, as the first pitch will be a ball on the outside half.
And Drew Johnson, just as much as anybody in that dugout, shows great hustle and great effort towards anything. And that ball is hit very foul left. Drew Johnson, absolutely smoke show of a hitter with that Cat X of his. Just knows exactly what to do. Has read these pitches before he's been here. He's done that.
Drew Johnson batting a .129 on the year. Not the senior season you would expect from him. He's only 4 for 31. As that one strike 2 on the outside half. 2-2 count. No down, first batter of the inning. Smith at 35 pitches. So far, 2 innings of work. The pitch. Rung him up, Broadway fastball, strike 3. Back to the top of the lineup.
Number 5, Cade Landry.
An absolutely great pitch from the Lakota West Firehawks pitcher right there. Just a little up, but I mean, it was just perfect enough. Then I would have thought Drew Johnson could have been one to read that, but we all have those days.
Cade Landier, first pitch up high. That one will hit the umpire and bounce to the Lakota West dugout. One of those little tappers right to the chest. Umpires love those.
Oh yeah, you just if there's an ump in a bad mood and you're a catcher, all you gotta do is just help them out there, make their day better, and some calls could go your way.
1-1 count on Cade Landier, who's at the top of the lineup. And now 1-2 on that one outside half. Kind of a close one. Could have gone either way.
A little generous giving of a strike.
Smith, the pitch. Upstairs, fastball. No good. 2-2 count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing foul back to the screen. Smith working really fast, kind of like a Wade Miley, Brady Singer-esque type delivery. He's just real quick and goes.
He is. He's a fast-moving guy. He's like the Flash when he's in that box.
Full count now to Landier, who's had a walk in every single game so far this season. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Just a little upset after that, but I mean, it's all right. It happens. Like I said, everybody can have those days, and it's a great time. You can't always be too mad for too long, because when you're in the dugout, you're thinking that you're playing the game you love. So it's all fun at the end of the day.
Curveball chopped on the third. The throw over in time and gets Davies retired. 1-2-3 inning for the Firebirds, and the Comets sat down. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning here on Mason Sports Radio. Stay tuned.
Birds, number 8, Keegan Campbell.
Leading off will be the second baseman, Campbell, as it is 1-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. Comets 2 hits to the Firebirds 1. 1 run all. Visconti still on the mound at 65 pitches through 3 innings. Struggling with some command issues as the first pitch inside almost hit the batter, Campbell. And that shows kind of the command issues that Visconti has had today.
Yeah, it could be just from the catcher JJ, or just could be him. Something is definitely off today, and it has to be a pickup here soon if Comets want to take a chance at winning.
2-0 count as that one is low and inside on Campbell. Here's the pitch. Inside and low again. 3-0, and Visconti has not landed a strike yet.
And if we're looking at the Mason bullpen right now, I'm seeing a possible pitching change. It is very, very far left, so it's hard to see, but
Pitch prior was called a strike, and now that will be the walk for Campbell. And Visconti at 70 pitches through 3 innings, 6 total walks. Kind of just warming up that pen to see who will come into the game today in relief. Potentially seeing
almost there, Trevor. And he gets into the windup.
Gets set. Pitch. Bunt. Popped right back up in the air. Foul ball.
Very, very high bunt. And that's one thing you don't want to be able to accomplish as a batter, especially on this Mason Comets defense, is having a high bunt, because catcher is just absolutely ready. I think any catcher is absolutely ready for that. And being able to navigate that when it's high up in the air, I think it's just amazing work and takes a lot of skill.
Absolutely has 1-0-1 count. Runner on first. Pickoff attempts, and he gets back safely. Visconti kind of has a tell in my eyes of when he's going to pick off. You kind of see him lean more to the first base side when he goes for a pickoff and when he goes to pitch.
Yeah, that's a good spot, Trevor. And I see that now. That was a pickoff thrown, but safe. I see that now that you say that, Trevor, and he's definitely should work on that a little bit. I think Bly is soon to notice it too.
That one downstairs, bunt defense comes in, 1-1 count. And me personally, in my days in playing baseball, I've always had a good eye towards the pitchers on when to steal, when not to steal.
Yeah, you're taking your chances when you have a lefty pitcher and you're at first when you're trying to steal second. Just because it's so much easier for them to take off the mound and get a better strut than it is a normal right-hand pitcher.
For sure, as it's now 2-1. Wonder if he gets the go-ahead to swing. Rain's starting to pick up again here. The bunt squared. 3-1. Visconti looks very distraught on the mound. 74 pitches through 3 innings, as unable to get an out so far. 3-1 count. He goes and comes set. Pitch over the first on the pickoff, no good.
And yeah, Trevor, like you said, this Ohio weather, it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful looking last inning, and now it's back to just rain. So this might be a key factor, but it's definitely going to be a problem in this game. That ball was fouled backwards and far across the street. It is still rolling as I'm speaking.
We have a full count now. 3-2 count. No down in the top of the fourth. Visconti comes set.
Church
The
bells are
pitch.
ringing.
Inside, ball 4. 2 men on via the walk, and that will be his 7th of the night. As Bly will go ahead and go to the mound. Wonder if he'll make a pitching change. There is a pitcher warmed in the pen.
This would be just another normal mound visit, but it looks like he's giving Bly the ball, and there he goes back to the dugout. He had an amazing game, though, but I think just going into it with all the rain and all the pressure, just absolutely too much for him.
Jaden Bucket will come in to pitch in relief. We'll go ahead and head into a short break. When we get back, we'll come back for the remainder of the top of the fourth. We're back here in the top of the fourth, no down, 2 runners on, and both surrendered by Andrew Visconti. Visconti's day is done at 75 pitches to not survive through the fourth. Only survived 3 innings, had 1 hit allowed, 7 walks, and a run allowed. Jaden Bucket's on the mound. First pitch, inside, not called a strike. Just a bit inside. Bucket on the season, 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, and 0 ERA, nothing else allowed on his slate. He is clean. That one fouled right off the shin of the batter's number 17, Jacob Snow.
And yeah, Trevor, like I said earlier, players coming off the IR, just coming off injury. Jaden Bucket is one of those guys. Recovering back from a Tommy John surgery last year, wasn't able to do a whole lot, but this year making a great difference, able to show what he was really made of.
Absolutely, as he has a 1-1 count on Snow. The pitch. Squares the bunt, that one up inside. Did not get him able to pull the bunt back. Bucket, a little bit wild so far in his first 3 pitches. 2-1 count.
A little wild, but he is a fast pitcher. I've heard he's maxed out at 95 already, and he is just a sophomore in the high school.
Pitch fouled back on the bunt. 2-2. And now he has to swing.
Jaden Baquette really just all over. Nothing very special going on up there on the mound. He is not really one of the most accurate pitchers on his team, but he's definitely showing that there's a little bit of a weird side today, and I think it's the rain.
That one just barely misses, and that one should have been a strike.
Nobody likes that ball call from the ump. Neither does Jaden. I don't agree with that ball call either. It's very close. And
3-2 the pitch. Strike three, rung him up on the fastball. Gets it right down Broadway, and that one will be the first strikeout sat down by Bakke on the night. His third on the season. Now the rain really starting to pick up.
Wow, and he took that ball and he walked down the first baseline like he was getting that call, but that close and intense strikeout right there just might have changed a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't know if Snow really agreed with that one, but that one pretty much right down Broadway. Probably kind of the same locations the last couple ones were thrown in.
Yeah, this umpire is really giving today, and it's
Spockett. That one chopped right back up the middle. Johnson go to Cox. He gets the out at second, the force out at second, fielder's choice, as he just barely gets the out. They tried to turn the double play, unable to make it happen.
Yeah, that looked like an acrobatic kind of play right there. He was jumping in the air, but he was still able to make that great tag. And it's what you need from an infielder. Someone to be able to be
Acrobatic.
Thank
in the
you,
field.
Trevor. Yes, someone to be acrobatic and still able to make such a great play. Wow, lost my words there. Couldn't have done it without my great buddy Trevor Rose.
Stepping back up will be Braden Johnson. He got a base hit in the first inning, then got picked off at first and was also walked his last time up, which was last half inning. Bucket swing and a miss on the big sweeper, and that one started right at him and then swung right through it.
That's what a sweeper does, Trevor, but that was absolutely beautiful a pitch. I think that might be his best pitch in his rotation. And there is another sweeper with another strike. Absolutely great ball he's able to throw with that.
That is filthy. That one has a lot of movement. 8 pitches, has 2 outs, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. Blew right by him, and he is hyped on the mound. Turns around and screams towards the dugout. That one will be his second strikeout of the outing and his 4th strikeout on the year. We'll go ahead and send it to a quick break. Afterwards, we will be back for the bottom half of the 4th inning.
And we are back, just me for this temporary moment while my great friend Trevor Rose is gone. JJ Dars up to bat. What a great game he's been having, showing strong improvements each at bat. Just knowing what's coming from this Lakota's West pitcher. It's always fun. JJ steps into the box more confident than he's ever been in his life. Here comes the pitch. High, just above his head. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Low and outside. It's going to be 2-0, and JJ just looks confident and excited to be in here. And there is a strike, low but high enough. It's 2-1. High, way above the head. 3-1. So that bat's going pretty well, but he's still got to be smart. Anything could happen. And that is going to be the walk. Very low fastball into the ground. Next up, we have Liam Sanders. It's that big guy, you know. You hate to see him in the box, but he's one of those guys that you have to suck up and hope he doesn't get a barrel on it, and he's going to take this thing long. He did take it long, but not long enough in the first inning. The pitch. Liam Sanders blasted. Deep left field. Drops. Out. Well, definitely thought it was dropped.
Well, it was a great diving catch by the left fielder.
Definitely could have sworn I saw a little ball movement out of the glove, but who am I to make the official call?
Exactly, as Chase Cox will come up to bat for his second go-around today. One down here in the bottom half of the fourth. One sent down, Chase Cox bunt on the first in time to retire Cox. Dars moves up to second base. Hutch Crociata back up to bat. Last time up, hit an absolute bomb to deep right field.
Definitely was a great hit. Definitely a great swing. Had me convinced it was a pop-up, but man, he was able to put enough on that bat, and he was able to make that ball go long, right over the left field, over the right field, which is, I would say,
about 330 feet.
Yeah, 330, 345. So he was able to get enough pop.
In to run for JJ Darst will be Ben Brandon. You wonder if they will pitch Crociata the same here, go inside with the fastball that he just turned on it. And that's one thing that I like about Hutch Crociata. He's able to turn on the inside pitches, and then if you leave one out over the plate, he can torch you the other way. And I think that will be the biggest decider. Do you want to go inside to Crociata and maybe have another ball and him standing on home plate celebrating with his team, or have one go opposite way with a potential RBI base hit? As the setup time called by Crociata.
I don't know. Hutch is just one of those batters that is very, very capable of easily reading a ball. And I don't know what you would do if you were the Firehawks pitcher here.
One outside on the breaking ball. Dotson on the outer half. I'm looking here at the field. They kind of have their outfield slightly tilted towards the push side of Crociata. A ball over the first baseman's head will surely score a run.
Yeah, just all that pop on that bat he's able to get. It's absolutely crazy.
Swing, foul, pop back. Be 1-1 count.
far.
Sorry, 0-2 count.
Might have hit a car, Trevor, for all I know.
Good. Let's hit cars.
Let's hit
Pass
cars.
by.
All right. And we're back to baseball.
Crociata.
Might have forgot he was on the mic.
Pitch. Just high and outside, and Crociata does not bite on that one.
He's taking a look at his bat, looking at that sweet spot, making sure he knows where he's gonna put that ball on his bat, and he's gonna take it yard.
Pitch. Swing, pop, right back to the screen, foul tip. Unable to be corralled by the catcher. Will do it again, 0-2.
And catchers, man, I think catchers are one of the bravest spots on that entire baseball field. You have to stand right behind a swinging batter and has to be able to take low 80s, high 70s kind of pitches all day, every day out of these high schoolers nowadays. So being able to take it.
Breaking ball that did not break. That one stayed still. And we'll go 1-2 count with 2 down here in the top of the 4th.
I think the catcher is wearing 2 different football cleats right now.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever works, you know.
Whatever works. Here's the pitch. Outside on the breaking ball. I used to do that wear baseball cleats during football season once because I had no other football cleats. Back in middle school, my middle school playing days. Back before high school.
Anything to be young again.
Anything to be young again, that is
I'd love
right.
to go back to just drawing in boxes and learning the alphabet.
Downstairs, full count walk issued by Smith, and Crociata's on base. 2 of the faster runners on the Comet team on the bags. And Grant O'Connor, who has elite pop in his bat, up to bat now. With 2 down in the top.
Pitch was just absolutely loving that walk. He threw his bat intensely. Loves this game, loves every bit of it, and loves everything he's able to do for this amazing Comets team.
Throw down to second, not even close to being in time on the back pick to second base with Ben Brandon over there on second. Grant O'Connor up to bat. He took a ball. First pitch. The pitch right down Broadway. Fastball.
And it's just one of those things. You've seen so many breaking balls and you've seen so many curves in your life that sometimes you don't expect that fastball, but when it comes, you have to be ready. Those tend to be the juiciest balls you'll get the entire day.
Swing and a miss on the breaking ball.
Yeah, he's a heavy favorite in his breaking ball, and I see why. He has great control of it. He has great movement on it.
1-2 count here with 2 down. Runners on first and second. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball gets him again. Will be sat down. Grant O'Connor on swinging on strikes. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning here on Mason Sports Radio. Stay tuned for more baseball action.
And we are back to this amazing Mason Comets versus Lakota West baseball game. And Trevor, if we look up now, it is sunny, it is shiny, it is now perfect weather for baseball with the new pitcher on the mound.
Jaden Bucket still dealing and working. Shakes off Darce, and here he comes set. Pitch. That one is cranked to right center field. Hutch Cruciano on his way, and he'll get the out. That one was a rocket off the bat of L.J. Green, and that will be sat down for the first out. And that was a hanging breaking ball, and that one did not break that much.
That's exactly what you want. That's exactly what you want to see. Hutch Cruciano, just one of those guys, tough at the mound and super tough at the right field. Just a great guy overall to have on the Mason team.
First pitch will be outside for a ball. Bucket. Pitch. Swing, foul, popped, and he was way late on that one. That one had some serious heat on it.
It really did. I almost flinched. I thought it was going to put a hole in the glove or the bat, but, you know.
Leadoff batter was Landon Holt. He'll pop fly to right field. Up now is Adrian Smith, the pitcher. Has an RBI in the third inning. The sac fly RBI that he hit to Grant O'Connor. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one chopped over Chase Cox. 6-3 put out. Sanders with the great stretch and the out.
And Leah Davidson picking up those little scoops, like I've mentioned before, big scoops that are definitely needed. Sanders, not Davidson. I don't know my own team, apparently. Wow, this is what a day it's been for all.
Bucket. That one right down Broadway. A great fastball. Had some great arm side movement. Not quite sure if it was a two-seamer or just a fastball that had some break. Pitch. Fastball. Dots it in there. 0-2 count on Noah Bramble. He's got to protect here. He's walked in both appearances today. Pitch. Upstairs. Fastball. Did not get the fish, but we'll go over. 1-2 count.
And he loves showing off that fastball arm. He knows what he's able to do with it, and it tricks so many batters. That 6'2" frame, batters don't really expect much, but he's able to make that work really well. And
swing and a miss on the fastball, blew it right by him. Bucket sets another one down on strike. So 1-2-3 inning for the Comets on the defense side. We'll flip over to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Just over 2 more innings to go in this one. We'll be here on Mason Sports Radio. We're back here for the bottom of the fifth inning. Leading off will be Brett Gandert. Gandert so far 0 for 1, struck out in the second inning. One in there for a strike, and he is still dealing on the mound. Smith Adrian Smith still dealing. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Blew another fastball right by him. He's at 65 pitches through 5 innings. Only allowed a 1 run and 2 hits. One just high on for Gander. And we'll go ahead and do a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one pops straight up in the air, right to the shortstop, and he'll make the grab and put him away for the first out of the inning. Drew Johnson down in the bottom of the lineup. He'll come to bat. Last time up, will ground ball out for Johnson. Sorry, Johnson struck out looking his last at-bat. That was in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch from Smith. Strike 1 called. That's the outer half. Smith has only really had one mistake so far this game, and that was that inside pitch to Cruciata. That one's hit up the middle. Johnson gets the base knock. And he's rounding in, going to second. Hustle double is safe in there. That's a hustle double for Drew Johnson.
Abs speed. That is great speed. Wow, that looked like it was just going to be a plain old single, but wow, that's a quick guy. He doesn't.
Johnson, one of the leading stolen base leaders on this team, as Cade Landier back up to bat. A lot of cop cars going by the stadium here. A couple accidents that sounds going on, considering it is a rainy day here in Mason. Road's slick. So top of the lineup, number 5, Cade Landier sits in. He is 0 for 2 today. 1 down, runner on second. Maybe a get him over situation, maybe a stolen base here from Johnson to get the runner 90 feet away, and then a sac fly RBI.
Would definitely be a risky play, but this catcher looks like he has such an arm.
That one bunted down third base line. Perfect bunt from Landier. Runners on the corners, 1 down, and coming up to bat is Sam Davies.
And was able to stay fair and be able to trick the catcher and the pitcher. And that's exactly what you need. You need a ball to be able to do that and work out, and that just worked out very well overall. And now there's a runner on first and third. You just need to ease. Could just do a sac fly to take a lead, but knowing this Mason Commons team, they're going to hit a bomb over the wall.
Davies steps in. 0 for 2 today. 1 down in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch just a bit high on the breaking ball. He's at 72 pitches here through 4 1/3.
And it was one of those balls that just didn't break.
It's quite enough. The pitch. Fastball right down Broadway. Comets now sitting at 5 hits on the day. Not quite sure how they went from 2 to 5 with 2 batters, but here we are.
Trevor Light's full of mysteries.
Well, popped foul and right back. Just barely almost misses a car. Just almost barely hits a car on Mason Montgomery Road.
One of these days we're going to hear a siren just go beep, beep, beep the rest of the game. These balls are being crushed with so much power and force off these batters. I would not be surprised if there is a broken window sometime soon.
Smith set. The pitch. Breaking ball. He did offer at it. Strike 3. Check swing. Darce will head up to bat with runners on the corners and 2 down. The Comets have already stranded just about 6 batters so far in this game. 6 batters in important situations as well.
Yeah, looking at that, Comets have to work on check swings. It was It was an awfully close one, but that definitely was a full rotation. And here is a mound visit.
Quick mound visit for Lakota West. Kind of just prepping Lakota West for what's to come here.
Just probably one of those mound visits. Just some words of motivation. I mean, Lakota West pitcher's not doing terrible, so I don't see a pull coming anytime soon, and I definitely don't see a pitcher being warmed up right now. So just a little quick mound visit for words of inspiration, get him going, but sometimes that's all you need, especially at 74 pitches.
The pitch. Inside, ball 1 to Darce. 1-0 count. JJ has a chance to drive in a couple, and those could be very, very good runs that could close out the game. That one downstairs, bounces off the plate. 2-0 count. I wonder if they're intentionally trying to work the pitch count a little bit and intentionally walk Darce. Maybe not want to facing him.
I'd be scared to walk him too, knowing what he's capable of and knowing that he's a big hitter.
Pitch and defensive indifference. It will be a stolen base for Cade Landier. 3-0 count on Darce. Does Darce have a green light here?
I could see it. They're not giving him anything right now, and it's a possible easy walk.
Pitch outside on the fastball, and Darce will walk, bringing the cleanup man Liam Sanders to the plate with the bases juiced in 2 outs. Sanders looking to potentially add on a heavy lead for the Comets.
Yeah, it's one of those pitches that definitely catch your eye. Definitely a tight call by the ump, but I think it was exactly what it should have been.
Yeah, for sure. Smith, the pitch to Sanders. Upstairs, 1-0 count, a 1-0 count. He's now past the 80 pitch mark, and he has not been able to locate.
And he's definitely pushing his arm right now. I know standing on that mound for too long and throwing balls over and over and over could get very exhausting.
Swing and a miss on the second pitch. Fastball right by him upstairs. 1-1 count, 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Score has been knotted since the 3rd. Breaking ball right down the middle, but not called. Just a bit high, it looked like. From here, it looked like a great pitch.
It honestly looked great, but Liam Sanders just moving such a big guy is able to move his strike zone down so much when he crouches. So I think that might have had a lot to help there. And that was a breaking ball right down the middle for the strike 2.
Yeah. 2-2 count, 2 down. Runners, kind of a ducks on a pond situation, bases juiced.
If there's anyone up to bat, Liam Sanders is definitely one to put it over the wall to hit this grand slam.
That one
that
chopped
is a
foul.
Foul tip.
That one chopped foul. So,
and that's a car or a firework?
2-2 count, 2 down. Smith will come ready and back in set. 84 pitches for Smith. Looking to get out of the jam. The pitch. Outside. Full count. 3-2, 2 down. Bases juiced. And a potential go-ahead run could come across if he walks the batter here.
This would give Comets a 2-1 lead, and a catcher calls times. He sees his pitcher getting tense. He sees him getting nervous. He just wants to give him a little break, and that's exactly what you need sometimes. Even just one bad pitch here could give the Comets a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 5th. And here comes another mound visit.
It'll be catcher mound visit. I don't know if the communication's really working out between the two with the full count and 2 outs. A big potential out here for Smith if he can get it. At 85 pitches through 4 2/3, looking to get to the 5th.
Yeah, this is one of those pitches that makes or break the game. We're at a full count and 2 outs, so with a base loaded. So whatever happens here definitely shakes the game a little bit more.
The pitch, and it hits Liam Sanders. That will be an RBI hit by pitch, and the run will come across the score. 2-1 Comets lead, and the bases are still juiced. And up to bat will be Chase Cox.
Liam Sanders absolutely pumped to get on base there. Just brought his team up 1, and that's all you can do sometimes. If you get hit, you get hit. And to help you to benefit your team in any way, he's definitely showed that today.
Sanders limping around over at the first base side after getting hit in the leg. Comets now have the lead at 86 pitches through 4 2/3. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. And Cox will step to bat. Maybe see if he can drive one opposite way and get about 2 runs in. Here's the pitch. That one right back to the pitcher, and he'll field it cleanly and get it to first and the inning. That one will end the bottom of the 5th, but the Comets go ahead and get a run across. We'll be back here on Mesa Sports Radio for the top of the 6th. We're back here for the top of the 6th inning. Jaden Bockett still on the mound. He's at 19 pitches through 2 innings pitched. He was able to get out of a runners on the corner jam while replacing Andrew Visconti in the 3rd, and then has pitched lights out so far. Has been pumping the fastball by, and then the breaking ball has fooled batters. Bockett. The windup and the pitch. Fastball dots it on the outer half, and that will be strike 1.
Yeah, Jaden, just like I said, able to move any kind of ball, and especially loves his fastball. But with so much torso movement, he's able to get enough out of his ball.
That one up the middle. Cox gets it over to first, and that will be the first out of the inning. A great pitch by Bockett. And it will be grounded right up the middle, scooped and thrown over to first to retire.
It was just a perfect play. Just a nice little simple grounder that I'm sure everybody I'm sure everybody in baseball who's played for this time, this long of a time, is able to do with their eyes shut. So, just a great play.
The pitch upstairs on the curveball. And get it now.
With the pitch. And that is crushed into left, and it's dropped for a single.
That one, it just kind of a blooper, gets over the head of Davies and Cox. Looks like we'll get a pinch runner at first base for the Firebirds. Coming in for Campbell will be number 25 for Lakota. Be Grant Grinenberg. That'll be the pitch runner. One of the quicker guys, it seems, on the team, saying they're going to him with a potential game on the line. Grunberg, no steals on the season. Bucket surrenders his first hit of the outing and one of his first hits allowed on the year. As we find ourselves in a 2-1 ball game. Bucket, the pitch. That one hit in between the 5-6 hole, and that will be a base hit. 2 runners on. Bucket has 1 down. And stepping to the plate will be number 17.
Hitting for Lakota West, number 17, Jacob Snow.
That'll be in Jacob Snow, who's 0 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, and Jaden, he's getting frequent mound visits, but he's just a young guy. And here goes Bly with 1 of those mound visits. I think the comments are showing great potential. Just has to be able to work as a team. There have been some errors that could have been different if the Mason comments were a little more vocal, but that happens every team, every game.
Blige just coming out for some words of encouragement to the young sophomore returning from Tommy John just a couple of weeks ago. He's pitched 2 innings, struck out 4.
And this game is going to be exciting.
Just about 2 innings left, or an inning and 2/3 left. It's going to be a great game.
He wants that perfect pitch.
Pocket, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball blew right by him. That'll be a 0-1 count. Pocket sets. Pitch. Inside, strike 2 called. Dots in the inner half. 0-2, 1 down. Runners on first and second. Jaden Bucket signals yes, gets set. Right kick, pitch, upstairs, fastball, no good, be a ball.
Yeah, Bucket just, like I said, one of those guys shows great potential. Just needs a little bit of time on that mound, and we can really see what he's made of. Bucket with the pitch.
Pitch will be rolled over. Johnson. He'll get 1 out, unable to get a second. So now we have runners on the corners, 2 down. Bucket looking to shut it down as there is a
1 out is better than none, but it would have been nice to have a double play right there to end this inning to make the Comets lead potentially a lot bigger than it is now.
Parker Isaac 0 for 2 on the night. Walked twice, actually, so he should be 0 for 1. Pitch from Bucket. Upstairs, fastball, no good. The ball 1. First ball in the at-bat. Parker Isaac walked a couple times tonight. Pitch. That one is hit foul territory, foul ball.
Very foul, yes. That is a crushed ball to the foul left side. That is potentially another one in the road. I feel like every foul ball today has ended up in the road somehow.
Yep, almost every single one except a couple that ended on top of the school.
Yeah, these hits are just so powerful and so dangerous that it's a safety hazard on these roads.
Pitch outside, just barely. Bucket losing some of his command on the fastball. He's at 32 pitches here. 2-1 count. Runners on the corners. Pitch inside, almost hit the batter. 3-1 count now. Looks like the pen will be working for the Comets.
Looks like there was a steal from second. Made it over to third very safe, but he's lucky the Comets weren't able to spot him.
That one hit right at Cox. He'll throw over to first in time and get
it dropped.
He dropped the ball, and the run will score. It will be an... Oh, no, the runner hit the glove, so it will be an automatic out and an interference.
Wow.
On the base runner. So that will get out of the jam with the interference called on the base runner, and that won the inning.
And the coach goes straight out to the ump. I mean, that's a crazy call right there. It's one of those things from earlier in this game that's hard to determine.
We'll go ahead and send it to a quick break as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning as we end the top of the 6th with some controversy. We'll be back here. In the game now for Lakota West, be Keegan Campbell. He's pitched in 5 games so far this season. Has a 9.1 innings pitched, 3 wins, 13 punchouts, 0 ERA. So we get set. Up to bat will be Hutch Crociata, the left-handed right fielder. Hit a home run his first at bat and then popped out in the second.
Yeah, Hutch, just from looking at this game, is one of those guys you don't want to see in that box.
Especially with the gaining 1 run. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, dots it on the outer half. It will be strike 1. Here's the pitch to Crociata. Downstairs be ball 1 and will be a 1-1 count.
All the nerves and all the juices are flowing through this new pitcher, but he's going to do all right. He's going to do very well. I have a good feeling in my heart.
Pitch. Chopped and hit Crociata. Will be a foul ball. 1-2 count on Crociata. A big at-bat here. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2, T2-2, no down. First batter up is Crociata.
Crociata just able to read a ball so well, it makes me jealous.
That one inside will be a full count. It was down 1-2, works it back full. Great, back-to-back great off-speed pitches inside back foot sliders that no bite. Here's the pitch. And he'll take his walk again. That'll be his second walk of the game. 1 for 1 today with a home run and 2 walks for Hutch Crociata. Stepping in will be number 9, Grant O'Connor. He smoked a base hit his first at bat and got out trying to advance to second for a hustle double on a controversial play that could have been called safe at second, but was not. And then he also popped out.
But hey, we can learn, and all you can do is learn from this game.
Be a bunt.
And they're going to call him out at second.
Guns Crociata at second. He throws the ball away.
Frozen rope from home plate to the second base, and second baseman was able to make that play just in time. It's just for one of those Firebirds outs that this late in the game is definitely a crucial part.
Braden Johnson on the great transfer and throw down to the shortstop. And shortstop Noah Gramble. So Grant O'Connor 1 away and has 1 strike on him as the pitch framed beautifully but not called a strike. It'll be 1-1 count.
All you need is a little framing sometimes just to get something your way.
Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Swings right through it. It'll be 1-2. Here's the pitch. Lays off of it, and it will be called a ball. That one really close, but goes in the Comets' favor.
Yeah, I'm called it just a little outside, and definitely not the happiest of Lakota West fans right now.
Here's the pitch. Outside, be 3-2. Worked back from the 0-1, makes it 3-2. Here's the pitch. That one chipped into center field. That will be a base hit for Grant O'Connor. And he'll pump the brakes at first. It will be a 1-out single. Up the bat, pinch hitting will be Gandert. Chase Gandert will go ahead and step on in. The left-handed hitter will face the right-handed pitcher of Keegan Campbell. Grant O'Connor will hustle up the field. Ben Brandon will come in to run for the Comets.
Chase Gander, just one of those guys, those on and off the field guys. Very the same person, very respectable, very trustworthy in any situation you put him in. So I think putting him in a late game like this, trying to extend the Comets lead, trying to make sure that the Comets get this victory over the Firebirds is a great call by Bly, and honestly something it should have been no hesitation about.
Chase Gander batting .231 on the year, has 2 RBIs. He is 3 for 13. Has scored 4 times. Been on base just over 400. His on base percentage just over 470 out of 474. Pitch inside, strike 1 will be called in there. That's it. Brandon gets his lead off at first. The pitch outside on the slider. That one did not break enough. 1-1 count, 1 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's where some insurance would be nice, as that one will be inside. 2-1 count.
Looks set and ready all the time.
Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball right down the middle of the plate, and that will be 2-2 now to Gander. Here's the pitch. Outside. He spits on it. It will be a full count now with 1 down.
And compared to any of these other batters, Chase Gander stands really close to the box, giving himself just enough room to make a solid hit, and there's strike 3 down the middle. Went out swinging.
Swung and miss on the fastball. So that will bring up Drew Johnson. Last time up, he had a hustle double up the middle, hoping to recreate that one and get a runner on 2nd and 3rd. 2 down now. Pitch. Just high. 1-0 count on Johnson. Here's the pitch. That one chopped right back to the screen on the west side. 1-1. 2 down in the 6th.
It's just one of those pitches, especially this Firebirds breaking ball. Just something you have to look out for. He's a routine in every at bat with that pitch. So it's one of those things that might catch you off guard, but to this Mason Comets team, it hasn't even phased them once.
1-1 pitch outside on the slider. Does not get him to go. And he jumps up to catch that one on a little wild throwback to the pitcher. 2-1 count. Time called on for Johnson. And he'll take his steps around the batter's box, and here he comes set again. The pitch. Breaking ball on the outer half. Be called strike 2. 2-2 count with 2 down.
Absolutely amazing framework by the Firebirds catcher.
Swing and a miss on the slider. That will put him away. We're done here in the 6th. Head to the last and potential final inning in the top of the 7th. We'll be back here on Mason Sports Radio. On the mound for the Comets will be the freshman Ollie Stewart. In his 4 games this season, he has pitched 8 innings, has 8 strikeouts, and leads the league in ERA with a 0 ERA, has not allowed a single run to cross. He also leads the league in saves with 2 on the season. He's one of these guys that Bly and the Comets can really rely on here in the 9th. In the 7th.
Yeah, just to be leading the league in saves and having this tight of a game we're having, I think it's perfect time, and I'm sure everybody has thought that, but
one swing right through. Ollie Stewart has kind of the 3/4 action arm motion. He kind of gets it up and snaps it right across. Here's the pitch. Downstairs, change up, did not bite at it.
And this weather has dried up just perfectly in time for Ollie Stewart to get out there and show us what he's really capable of. It's that Ohio weather that's always changing on you, but Mason Comets are always able to make it work because any weather is Mason weather. So it's always trainable and it's always workable with them.
Absolutely, as we have a 1-1 count to Braden Johnson, one of the top hitters in the GMC. Pitch inside, fastball misses. It will be 2-1. Be very important here for the Comets to not allow the first batter to reach, but be pivotal for West as he loses grip on the fastball and spikes it in the left-handed batter's box. 3-1 count.
He understands what he did wrong. He gave his catcher a good little nod, telling him that these next pitches are going to be nothing but straight gas and nothing but strikes.
Pitch from Stewart. Chopped foul right at the Mason dugout. It'll be a full count here on Braden Johnson, one of the top hitters in the GMC in the Greater Miami Conference. Looking to set him down for his 9th strikeout on the year. Shakes off and he'll nod. In the windup, the pitch. That one chopped down the right field line, foul. He was a little late on that one, a little tardy, and pops it the other way.
He's protecting his plate at anything he can. He knows that these strikeouts this late in the game, especially last inning late, is very crucial, and anything could go Mason's or Firebirds' way.
The pitch from Stewart. Downstairs, and he'll walk him. Stewart a little rattled as Johnson will get on. The catcher working a walk. Landon Holt will step in, another one of these top batters in the GMC for the Lakota West Firebirds. Runner on first. Stewart up to bat. Up the face. Holt.
Oh yeah. He's one of those guys like Liam Sanders that is a big guy but is able to crouch down just enough to make that strike zone perfect and work for him.
Swing right through that one. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count now on Holt. Stewart shakes him off and then nods. He's set. Checks the runner. Inside, dots it perfectly for the strike. 0-2 count now on Holt.
Very, very angry fans after that kind of call.
He's set. The pitch. That one in the same location as that last pitch, just not caught in the same way. We'll go the other way on the breaking ball. Beautifully placed. 1-2 count now with no down in the top of the 7th.
Man, times like these, it's stressful late in the game.
Stewart set. The pitch. Strike 3 gets him rung up on the fastball. One down here in the bottom, in the top of the 7th.
Now hitting number 13, Adrian Smith.
Adrian Smith, the starter for today, who has been batting throughout the game, has had a phenomenal day. Only 2 runs allowed on his line.
Yeah, he's definitely had a great day, and he's hoping to extend that great day.
As always, Stewart will attempt to pick off Braden Johnson over at first. The pitch. Breaking ball slapped into left field. Grant O'Connor gets to it. He'll come up firing into third, and it's a good thing that Braden Johnson did not go to third, because he would have been hosed at third and end the will get another out, which will make it 2 down. As always, Stewart hung the breaking ball, and it got turned on by Smith.
You see breaking balls from a lot of these pitches today, and it's definitely showing that each batters and everybody on each team is able to catch on and be able to read that. So they got to be smart with the other pitches they're able to throw, especially with that breaking ball.
Stewart will come back set. 2 runners on. We saw this in the game against Kings where he came in and got the save. That one hit. It is caught. And unable to double him up at second base, but that one was really close. And Chase Cox gets a great leaping catch. The throw over to Drew Johnson, and not in time to get the lead runner and get the double play to end the game.
Yeah, just one of those, like I said, very acrobatic catches from earlier in this game. Close call there at second, but ump thought it was the right call. So show must continue, and I'm happy this is continuing. This is a very, very stressful, very fun game.
The potential last batter, LJ Green, the multi-sport athlete, plays basketball as well for the Firebirds. Stewart, the pitch, inside fastball, a little down 2. It will be called a ball as it spikes in the turf, and we'll go ahead and go set for the 1-0 count.
I think just a little too much pressure on this Mason's freshman, but nothing's ever too much.
Stewart, he's set, the pitch, again inside to Green. He thought it hit him, but it did not. The umpire says no on the hit by pitch. So we'll go 2-0. The 2 down in the top of the 7th. In a high leverage situation, a 1-run game. The pitch. Foul right back. It will be 2-1.
And that is exactly what he needed. He needed something to go his way, and that foul ball right there definitely shows he has what it takes to get through this inning and complete this game for the Mason Comets. And it looks to be
just catching the ball.
Fetching the ball. Yes. After
LJ Green, 2-1 count on him.
After all these balls in the roads, we might run out.
Green ready, Stewart ready. The windup in the pitch. It is a breaking ball, and he lost grip of that one. 3-1 count. Does not want to give a walk here, because if he gives a walk, that puts the game-tying run 90 feet away. Stewart set. Fastball popped right up in the air, foul right back.
And that
full
ball
count.
Gone.
Full count on LJ Green. Stewart has a chance to put him away and put him down for the final out of the game. In a high leverage situation, can Stewart come out victorious?
This is a very tense moment. You're putting this freshman out on the mound. He's got his first big dream that every little kid thinks of full count, last out, last inning. You know, really wants to put this away for the Comets, and I believe he has the potential to do so.
It's what you dream of as a kid. Pitch from Stewart. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that one, the Comets escape with the 2-1 victory with a huge home run by Hutch Crociata in the second, and then the RBI hit by pitch by Sanders in the fifth inning. And Jacob, what a game!
I mean, absolutely. I had no doubt in my mind this was going to be a crazy and stressful game, and I was proved right. This game definitely had a lot to it. Firebirds came out wanting it more, but Mason got it.
They will go ahead and split the series, and the Comets take the division outright for now. They still have to play Oak Hills, who is keeping up with almost every single team in the GMC, and they play Oak Hills next week. That will be all here from Mason High School as the Comets get the win 2-1 here at Mason High School. Have a great night. I was Trevor Rose here with Jacob Camerman and Alyssa Feinblatt doing behind.